Good afternoon. We're looking at some mostly sunny skies today and some conditions that are going to be a little bit more comfortable than we've been in recent days too. Yesterday it started that cool down, that break from the heat, and today we're enjoying more of it and more sunshine to go along with it as well. So beautiful out there. Let's take a look at those temperatures now. We are seeing some numbers in the 60s to some 80s depending on where you are. About a 15-degree difference from north to south here in the valley. 66 degrees in Roseau, and it's 66 degrees in Langdon. So those are some of our coldest numbers. Same thing in Boston and Thief River Falls. And then all the way down to Sisseton, we're at 81 right now. So it's a lot warmer to the south, in between some 70s. It's 74 in Fargo and 70 in Grand Forks. Here's a look at our winds. They have picked up a little bit. We mentioned that we would see those wind speeds starting to get into that 20-mile-per-hour range, and we're seeing that here in Bemidji. 22-mile-per-hour gusts out of the northwest. Same thing in Cooperstown, and 18-mile-per-hour gusts in Grand Forks. So just a little bit on the breezier side. We're closer to a system there that's going to bring more cloud cover to that area for the afternoon hours today. Here's a look at our dew points. This is important to note. We always talk about those dew points being a big factor in how it feels for you outside during the summertime. And when we're in the 50s, there's some moisture in the air, but it is not muggy, and we're certainly not oppressive here in the valley. And most of us here reporting some 50-degree dew points in that range. So that's great for those of us who wanted a break from that intensity. Now, looking at your radar and satellite map now, most of us underneath blue skies, but there are some cloud cover or clouds drifting in, some cloud cover for the Lake of the Woods area and right along the Canadian border into the afternoon hours today as this whole system begins to move its way to the east, but it is dropping southward a little bit as it's doing so. So gradually that will move on, and we'll end up with some sunshine there for tomorrow. But until then, a little bit more on the cloudy side today in that area. Here's a look at your hour-by-hour planner this morning. We were working our way out of the 60s and 50s, and now heading into some 70s for most places in the valley. We are, of course, already seeing a temperature range, and I will say that there's probably going to be a couple of places that don't quite get to 70. Places like Baudette and back over to Rolla. You could see, at least in our hour-by-hour planner there, that we are stuck in the upper 60s there on the 5 o'clock hour. Heading farther south, some upper 70s for Fargo, and we've already seen some places get into the low 80s in the far south. Now, into this evening, temperatures into the 60s and eventually dipping overnight. We're going to zip through the overnight hours because it's pretty quiet here, and into tomorrow morning. This is 5 a.m. Temperatures in the 40s in some spots to start off the day tomorrow. So it's going to feel a lot cooler. Could give your air conditioner a break, at least for one night here tonight, with temperatures in the 50s to 40s again in the valley. But you'll want to crank it right back on as we get into the afternoon hours tomorrow, because some of us will be working our way back to 80 degrees again for your high. Fargo, Grand Forks, some other spots in the valley may get there, but a lot of the day spent in the 70s. So 2 really quiet, pleasant, beautiful days, lots of sun. That does change though as we work our way into midweek, and Wednesday we'll see a chance for some storms in the afternoon and evening hours, carrying over into Thursday morning, and more active weather on Friday as well. At this point, does not look like a major severe event, but of course, anytime we have thunderstorms in the summertime, it bears watching. And then this weekend, mid-80s and dry. It looks beautiful for the weekend. Great temperatures, not too hot, not too cold. Goldilocks forecast, I guess, here in the forecast for the weekend.